Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third installment of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with the Clan Quest mod added. I am your host, Arun Dragon. Now, last time, we managed to blow up the warehouse, move into a new haven in downtown, and complete a couple of side quests in the downtown area, including becoming a partner in a nightclub. So at least we have a steady source of income now. So we still have to deal with the plague bearers, and I still have to find Alistair Grout. Reminds me, let's change your style. Well,
It's all a blur of nonsense. I'd rather forget the past, the ignorance, and just follow your trail of headcrumbs into Wonderland.
Wherever the rabbit hole leads, you'll be right beside me.
Okay.
Next time we come back, she'll be wearing a different outfit. They have like 3 different outfits for her. Oh, and while we're at it, because she's a willing blood doll and because I'm kind of low...
Play with me?
Collect a few blood points off of her. But not too much. You can kill them that way. Speaking of which, apparently the prince left that for me. Holding the Galgum. Holding this rough-hewn amber stone gives you a sense of peace and even a glimmer of hope for salvation.
Bone rattle melodies and worm-laden rains.
You are able to hold the effect of most passive disciplines longer, as long as you possess the Galgum. Durations increase by 25%. So let's go ahead and add it to our list. And since I can't yet, well, I might be able to read that one soon, but I can't yet read that one. So let's add it to our stockpile. This book just gives us some background on thaumaturgical creatures, homunculi and gargoyles. Let's stick that in there. The business card.
Make the tallow from the fat of a headman.
How are we doing on skills? Normally I wouldn't do this, but I do want to increase stamina because it increases my soak. And I do want to increase melee a little bit because we're going to have some extra experience points coming in. That's one of the advantages of this particular history that we chose, is that we gain extra experience points every time we gain 3 or more experience. We gain 1 more. If you have gained the insight, willpower, and form from your first 2 years of Kendo, you are now ready for the secrets of the Kendo Masters. Here is one ancient rule every warrior must remember. Only one can land the killing strike. Hit the kill zone or hit nothing. If you cannot control your attack, you are dead. This book raises your melee skill. Not bad. I mean, it only cost me 3 extra experience points to get that, and 4 for the extra stamina. Should probably consider increasing the character's strength, too. But at least now, if we take a look, at least now he doesn't have a penalty to use the baseball bat or the knife. So, that's something. Why did I go to the first floor? I want to go to the ground floor. That police officer sure does spend a lot of time coughing. need to go talk to Larry and sell those 2 rings.
My man.
I suppose that's plausible, but normally he doesn't. Something you notice, this is just a minor notice, something that they actually changed for this particular mod, is that Larry stays over there. Used to be after you clear out the garage for him, the parking garage, he moves over here behind this truck that I'm looking at right now. I guess they decided it didn't make sense for him to relocate back here behind this truck, so they modified it to leave him there.
Need a ride?
I'm not going to finish the mission to take out the plague bearers until after I've had time to go to Santa Monica. I'm not Santa Monica, but to Hollywood, which is next, to pick up the leather armor. That might have been it. It could have been a bunch of players getting confused.
You. What are you doing here?
He of the numbered name.
No.
Your words are a little wobbly.
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
What secrets within those walls? Of course, those who have played this game know that everything is not as it appears, and that's not really nines.
I'm not listening to you. Shut up.
Fine, won't let me do a death blow? We'll just do this. Yeah, I was trying to maneuver in position to do a easy kill, but it wouldn't allow it. Home run! Hello, Mary. Okay, the Weekapog Thistle. Now, this is originally in the hotel, but the designers of the mod moved it, swapped the locations with it. The Dodge book was here, and the Weekapog Thistle was there. They switched the locations of it. Because the net effect is the same. It increases your defense by 1 point. This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its magic all the same. Increases defense by 1 point. I think what was happening here was people had the thistle, And as long as you're holding the thistle and you have 1 point in dodge, you can't read the book to get that second point in dodge. That's the reason why they switched them. Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. And that's sort of a clue to the puzzle. With harmony. Because if you light all 3 of the candles up, it unlocks that door. And you can't go up there until later. One of Grout's musings.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
And thank goodness for that. Because I've done some research into some of the things they've done in the asylums. And, well, let's just say there's some pretty sick puppies out there.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
Anyway, if I haven't said it yet, hello Mary, and thank you for coming. I appreciate your support. So now we can move deeper into into Grout's home. Wait until he's not facing me. The nice thing about the obfuscate timer is that it only decreases when you move. Thankfully, the females are not much of a challenge. As long as you catch them at the right place. Because they don't notice you unless you make the mistake of moving in front of them and attracting their attention.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end at dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess. My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
Okay, let me see. I don't know if any of the... I doubt it. But, yeah, not open. And I'm sure that's not open either. Okay. For the record, I hate this spiral staircase. Not in real life, but in third-person view, it's easy to get turned around. If only I had a way to pick up all the excess knives and just carry them back to Larry. I mean, there's a lot of knives here, and even at just $6 a piece, unfortunately, you're only allowed to carry one of each weapon in the game. And there's a maximum on the total number of weapons you can carry as well. Like 6 melee weapons, I think. Almost forgot you. Okay, that opens that door. It's one of those, has to be opened from the other side, but we're not going to tell you that things.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone. Indeed, the city is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction, so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
Now we're upstairs back in the library. Now we can open that up so we can use that as a shortcut. Over here we've got another note from Grout. Chaos, like the mind, can be understood only through the scientific process. Order, however, is only as good as the perception thereof. Time is the key that links the two and bears witness their ebb and flow. And again, that's a hint to the order in which you need to do this puzzle.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, more poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter. For I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
Ah, yes. Okay, open that connection. And that unlocks that one and this one. And I can pick up the Taural Fang. This heavy fang could only have belonged to a ferocious predatory beast. You feel at ease knowing there's one less of those in the world. Decrease your chance to frenzy. So, another artifact. Flip that switch up. Flip that one up. That lets you come over here and flip this one up. And this one up. And then this one up. And now you're safe to flip the last and then move on. Which opens up that door back in the main house. And coincidentally puts you back here in the hallway with the stacked furniture. Which takes you down into Grout's labs. That's locked right now. But that morphine bottle will get me 36 bucks. It's something. For now, I'll come back to it. I wanted to get him out of the way at least. There we go. Couple of blood packs in the locker. That'll be useful later. Let's see.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
Okay, already got everything from here. So, time to go down here.
Hey, stop right there.
I think there was another morphine bottle there that I just picked up.
Who's there? Ah! Don't move! Ah!
Now I'll wait here because one more hit would have killed me. Fine.
Hey, freeze!
Who's there?
There we go.
Hey, freeze!
Could have taken that shortcut that goes around all of that, but ultimately it ends up in the same place, and it's not exactly a very long side trip.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices. I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proved...
Whoops.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark
Whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this. Had to finish that because for some reason it just cut off. Time to do a little autosave prune. Yeah, there's his wife. I'm trying to remember what's out this way, though. Other than this guy. Another morphine bottle. Nights gone by, the taste of Master's blood, his terrible gaze, the sight of the pale moon in the sky. I'm lost, trapped here by the Master. Once his host, or once his most loyal servant, but now the victim of his growing, of his growing mistrust. The fractured surface of his paranoia, hearing the screams beyond the walls. Something has happened, something unnameable. But other than that morphine bottle,
Hey, stop right there.
okay, this is weird. I do not remember this part of the mansion.
I'm not listening to you. Shut up! Shut up! Hey, Scott!
More cells of some kind, obviously. But having said that, nothing of any real importance. I probably don't remember it because I probably never went in there. You don't have to. And turning her around unlocks this door.
Grout, lay low, be burned by the flames! Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Where are your manners? How about an introduction?
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Much talk, little sense. And of course, you want to kill them quickly because they will set you on fire with a touch. And, well, that happens.
Out is dead.
Got a time frame on that
your
one.
native tongue.
But
As
why?
you burn. Let's
Much talk, little sense. And you do chase him down later, Gruenfeld Bach. And we automatically come back to downtown with 4 experience points. And we need to talk to the prince anyway.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
My nose knows no such thing. Send me to LaCroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers with the onions and the cheese and some bacon and the guacamole.
Guacamole, he says.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
We no longer hear the voice of Grout.
Grout's dead? What?
Who is Bach? Why does he want to set me on fire?
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Grout was not hunted, he was disposed
Bach was
of.
a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
Grout minus Bach equals 9s. He was the sum I
Look
saw
at me.
first.
Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
This one does not know, but he knows something was not 9s.
It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you. It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
I am gone
The
now.
manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
My pockets are hungry.
Yes, of course. Here. I can't have one of my representatives running around ill-equipped for their task.
This will speed the sarcophagus to you.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I will take the field trip to the museum now.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Done is good. Well, hey, 300 more bucks from the prince. And more than likely, if I visit the club, there's going to be another 250 waiting for me. So, it's off to the club I go. Whoop, wrong direction.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
375, actually. Well, good. That should, between the rings and the morphine and the money I got from the prince and that should more than pay for all the shotgun shells I used.
My man!
What is up is my shopping cart is empty. Sell the gold ring. Sell the 3 morphine bottles. And I am now looking at a grand total of 2,993 in my wallet. So, with that in mind, first things first, a lot more of that. And now that I can afford it, and now that he has it, ammo for the Uzi. Stop by the Skyline. A sacrifice from a friend. A bishop is sacrificed for the king.
Finally, you're back. I thought maybe something happened to you. I shouldn't even think such a thing. I mean, if you disappeared, how could I go on? But you're here now. I'm so glad when you're near me.
Calm down, my pet. Take me eternally. I am forever yours.
This feeling. It's love. Oh, all I can feel is love for you.
My way of showing
I
mine
forgot.
for you.
I got a college loan check today. Here, I want you to take some of the money.
I am a poor investment. You should invest this in the future.
I'd rather you kept it. I think I'm gonna drop out of school. You know, so I can watch over you during the day or run errands for you. It's the least I can do to earn my keep.
Thanks for the present, but keep your future. Speak no more of this.
Anything for you. Okay.
I like clothes fitting the darkness of my soul. She'll change again into the other outfit. I could have had more money, but I decided, nah. Unfortunately, it doesn't, since I already have Humanity 10. And I don't remember if it does or not if your Humanity is below 10. reminds me that I need to stop back by the bar and tell Damsel, or Damsale, that I've finished off Brother Canker.
Fuck, you got a...
Why such harsh words, Helter Skelter?
You fingered nines. Said he killed a goddamn primogen.
His shadow crossed my path at the Primogen's palace.
I believe you were a patsy in all this, but I'll be watching you, kid. Don't expect to see him until this bullshit is resolved.
I go to cast my shadow elsewhere.
Ugh, can't. Yeah, I see.
Or maybe it's not her. Maybe it's the Tremere that I need to go see. It's got to be one or the other. Oh wait, can't go up there. Well, you can, but the door's locked.
Hello. Of course.
Never mind. It's not him either. I just have to finish off the side quest. Oh, yeah. Well, I've convinced Patty to leave town and report back to Skelter. He doesn't like me much right now, but at least he'll give me credit for the quest. Also, I have to go to that parking garage and kill that guy. Now, you do lose humanity for killing the guy, but it's 2 extra experience points. And again, you can get that humanity back, so... Oh, wait.
What the hell did you... Good work. Man, ghouls ain't nothing but trouble if you ask me. It's a weakness.
The veil still hides us, Helter Skelter. Well, actually, I too seek to be Entropy's child. Farewell. Okay. That clears that quest out. course, the front door is nailed shut, but this is going to be really annoying when I get down to Brother Vic.
What's up, brother? You enlightened?
Hallelujah, brother. I see the
Welcome to
light.
the Brotherhood. The bishop.
Hey, did you get summoned? You're going upstairs to see the bishop?
Your words are twisting my skull,
You're
Taffy.
New to the Brotherhood, huh? Just got enlightened. I've been here a few days. When the bishop wants to see you, you'll be summoned, and then you go up these stairs up to the temple.
What of this disease-ridden demagogue?
The bishop? Yeah, I saw him once. He is beautiful and scary. I dream about him all the time. He does things to me in my dreams. He does things I don't like to remember.
What of this torrid temple?
I don't know. I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been summoned. I had a friend snuck up there a few days ago. Said she saw things, bad things. Yeah.
What vile visions?
Blood. She said, blood everywhere. She saw a few of the summoned, tried to talk to them, but they just stared at her with these blank looks, you know. One of them started reaching for her, and she ran away.
You wear your fear like a shadowy veil.
I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly fears on our journey to the ninth circle. But I'm scared to go upstairs. I just want to go home. You know, I want to go home.
Shed your fear. Death has come for the bishop and his brotherhood. Okay. And I can't help but wonder. She says they were giving her woo looks. Now, are those woo looks? Or are they more like woo looks? You know, Ric Flair. Sorry, couldn't resist. Okay. Because there's a lot of zombies up here, and because I don't want to spend a ton of money on ammo, I'm going to show you one of the other cheats. Debug Infinite Ammo 2. Which reminds me, reload that. Now, no matter how many of them you kill, there's always going to be more. So really, I'm just ducking into the rooms enough. Ducking into the rooms just enough to see if there's anything I might want to pick up. Other than, you know, a plague. Or a rat. Okay, now we can drop down through 2 levels, pick up a ring there on that table. And then it's just a matter of fighting our way to that double door right there.
Welcome, brother. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for something? Do you seek the truth? You've come to the right place, brother. We got more truth here than we can handle.
Ah, the disease-ridden demagogue.
Disease. Brother, you've got to open your mind. One man's disease is another man's sanctity. Here among the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle, we have shed these earthly labels. Come, partake of our divine communion.
Tell me your name, Plague Bearer.
They call me Bishop Vic, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days here on Earth. Do you feel it, brother? The curtain being drawn back at last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
Do your days also end with Gehenna?
Gehenna, Judgment Day, the apocalypse again. Brother, you are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason, no all-powerful and terrible gods who watch over their children. You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What God watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No, brother. There is no God who would tolerate such a thing. And so I have become God, and the diseases I carry to the masses will bring about an end of my own making. Until we have all journeyed below into the Ninth Circle.
Your vision is more twisted than my own. Turn from this path, Dark
The
Bishop.
time for words has come and gone, my brother. You and I will take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
I'm the cure for your viral viciousness, Vic. Die. He has a shotgun too, by the way. Thankfully, he does have to stop to heal, or stop to reload, and I currently don't. Also, I have some spare blood I can use. It automatically moves you back to the lobby after you've taken him out. And set infinite ammo back to 0. And we need to report back to the region and a damsel.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
Might we trade words, Wizard King? I broke the withered horse of pestilence and his dark bishop in the grave.
You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
Bishop Vic sat upon the withered horse.
Tell me of this so-called bishop.
He wished to close the curtain on our cursed drama.
I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services.
What treasures?
If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use in the future. If that does not interest you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
Oh, I'll take the talisman.
A wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
I am no longer here. Yeah, I mean, if you take the money, it's like $375, which is a good chunk. But the Blood Star, all kindred have the innate power to push their undead bodies to the height of mortal capacity, but only for a moment and at a dire cost of blood. This Eldritch Talisman was crafted to boost this ability. Blood buff lasts twice as long now. And blood buff in this game is +2 to all of your physical stats. So, let's see, what is the normal duration on it? Let's see, character. Oh, I don't think it... Yeah, I don't remember. Okay. But I think blood buff's normal duration is like 10 seconds or something like that. Doubling it to 20 is useful.
Ugh, can't.
The king of the carrier pigeons and all his filthy chicks are finally extinct.
You killed all of them? You. Huh. So I guess you want me to thank you or something? Damn it. Thanks, okay? Well, cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
You are a thorny and fire-breathing damsel, but I would still rescue you.
Righteous. You know, you just may have an anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Cammy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gotta lack the restraint to keep their mouth shut.
What if I said I'm sick of LaCroix and I want to join the Anarchs?
I don't know. You seem pretty tight with Nancy Pants up there.
I tried on Nancy Pants. I didn't like them. Or, yes sir, of course sir. He's a glutton for it. Now sign me up.
Say, you really want to help us out? Stay close to LaCroix. Smooth his ass, play ball. Keep an eye on him for us. You hear anything spicy, you come talk to me. Don't advertise. For all anyone in that tower will know, you're still a worthless, boot-licking Cammy D-boy.
I will wear my Camarilla uniform and underneath that my combat
Cool.
fatigues.
With someone on the inside, we should be able to eject his candy ass a whole lot sooner. Keep us conscious, Cammy.
I will whisper all my secrets to you. You know, I really need to figure out a way to use... I tried on Nancy Pants and I didn't like them. Somehow, I need to use that somewhere. going to save because I think this guy has guards. Gonna do that hit on that businessman for the extra XP. Well, fine. If you're just gonna sit there, I'm gonna go around the other way. Oh, and I need to go down here anyhow. I don't know what level he'll be on, but he'll be on one of them. And like I said, remember that this was added by the... or restored, probably. But added or restored by the clan patch. Or the unnamed patch, one of the two. Yeah, and of course that's a criminal violation. But, excuse me?
I don't like this place. Night seems haunted.
Come on.
Don't you feel like something's here? Like we're being watched? No. Hairs on the back of my neck sticking up. I swear there's something here. It's like, what's the word? Nervous? No, it's just... Forget it. Don't go telling Johnny I was nervous. I'm not nervous. Annoyed. Dick.
Yeah, my humanity dropped to 9. And... yeah. Look at that cost. Do you honestly think I'm going to spend 100 points to do that? And I'm pretty sure that's not the actual cost in the tabletop game either. As long as the actual cops out here don't start shooting at me, I'm fine. I think those guys were just either witnesses or Tong members wearing a disguise, one of the two. Because you did hear the Tong dialogue, but didn't see anyone that looked like Tong, so... Gonna go back up here for the email. I told you to change,
Anything
dear.
for you. Okay.
Okay. It may not trigger the next one until I actually unlock the ability to go down to Hollywood. Well, I don't have anything I need to buy from him. But I might as well sell this ring.
My man.
What is up is my shopping cart is empty. So, there's 24 bucks. I'm also going to take a side trip to Santa Monica and see what Mercurio has to say. I don't know if he can hook me up with those extra weapons yet, or if I have to wait, but it's worth taking a look.
Hop in.
Ribbit, let's go.
I'm off duty.
Still raining in Santa Monica.
Went downtown to get my fix. When I went up to the top of the tower, I could hear LaCroix shouting from down the hall. Seems pretty disturbed about the sarcophagus business. But I'm not wrapped up in it.
Lucky him.
Anything I can do for you tonight?
I need some nasty little toys. And no, he's not selling them yet. Eventually, he gets at least a Spaz 15 shotgun and a scoped rifle that you can use. But since he doesn't have them yet, might as well go to the museum. Don't let me forget to find that artifact for Pisha. Also, with 13 XP, let's see what it says here. Ah, Obfuscate 3. Okay, well, that's fine. Lets me stealth kill with the attack key.
Going somewhere?
Somewhere, elsewhere, anywhere, let's go. To the museum. Due to unforeseen, though fortunate circumstances, the business of Madame Leota has been relocated onto the Santa Monica Pier. Yes, I know, I visited it earlier. And also a little autosave control. Okay. Damn funny. You scared the crap out of the cleaning crew. Now, would you put the damn raptor back in its exhibit? Oh, and don't leave your keys lying around or Marshall will fire your ass. Well, that kind of tells you. Hey, here's the keys. And I am going to be doing some save scumming in this section. That's the only one of those panels that you can open, is that one that had the museum office key behind it. And then I think this corridor goes all the way around the perimeter of the museum, including going up to the roof. Well, in theory. If you... The reason that roof access is there is if you're a Nosferatu, that's where you're going to start and work your way down. But for anyone else, you just come in through the door like I did when I started this. Little bit of fun. Come up here, and you see that pterodactyl out there? Jump onto it. $100 free. And then that key that you had earlier opens up access to the office area. So, prescription bottle. And pick the lock on this door.
Hey, who's there?
Okay, fine. Well, my hacking is only a 5 for now. And I don't have the points for computer 3. So, simple solution. Oh, come on, don't crap out on me. There we go. Disable camera bank 1.
Hey, I know you're out here.
Grain of blood point. That keeps them temporarily stunned. Damn it. Come on. Cameras 2. Velociraptor. Disable. Oh, quit.
Hey, right there.
You're standing in my way, dude. Move. That window is just to get the thing that Pisha wants. And you don't see me. Bye. Email. Password? I hate my job. Subject, Johansson, from Marshall. FYI, I'll be showing Dr. Johansson around personally. I think he'd prefer not to be pestered by the junior staff. Of course, if you have a question, I'll try to ask him it for you. From Array Fetish, from Jay Corning. Relax, Pam, I had to move the statue into another office. Oh, and it told me to say hi. Subject, code change from Marshall. In keeping with good security practices, we have changed the code for area B2 to 2358, effective immediately. I encourage all of you to change your email passwords as well, if you haven't done so in the last 3 months. Now I just have to wait for him to move. And of course I turned off the cameras down here too, so I'm good. Oh, that does remind me, I wanted to check. Vampires might not need glasses, but they do need Hooked on Phonics. You need a research skill of at least 6 for that. Okay. Well.
Hey, stop right there. Hey, hold it. Hey, hold it.
Oh, really? Have fun finding me now. I don't mind cheating on an 18-year-old game. If it bothers anyone that I'm cheating, well, bite me. I just don't feel like reloading a bunch and trying to successfully stealth through all of this. Also, I could have sworn I picked up the security card that I needed for that.
Hey, who's there?
Don't tell me it's back in the other section. Where's the bloody key card for this?
Huh? Someone there?
Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
From the fat of a hangman.
There. Wrong code. If you set off that alarm even once, it locks that door that you need to get through, and then after that, the only way through is to cheat. Because of a bug in the game. I forgot about that camera sitting up there in the corner. Oh, come on. Somehow saw me through a closed door. Or saw me through the windows or something. Load the game because I don't feel like going all the way back up top again just to do that. There we go. Maybe saved a little bit too soon. Pick the lock first.
Hey, who's there? Someone there?
Out of my way. Sorry, man. Excuse me. Get out. Look out. Get out of my way. Look out.
And it just died on me. Found out that error message has something to do with OBS. and might also be part of the reason. Why I have to use OBS in screen capture mode instead of window capture mode.
Hey, who's there?
Disable camera bank 1.
Out of my way.
Disable camera bank 2. Have fun. Beams, platypus, disable, alarm, wombat, disable, home, quit. Wait, I want to check something here. Okay, no. I thought it had started showering glass every time I jumped through, even when there was no glass. Okay. Now we're where I should be. And who should be here?
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
I don't know. Gamma Squirrel lives pretty darn close to LA. Why don't you ask him if it's dull? Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Beckett. Why am I clapping?
I'm an archaeologist, so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
Did you stare at the box? Sometimes I stare at things for hours.
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are the kinds of ridiculous, superstitious assumptions I came here to debunk.
Okay, by the way, 2 things I want to point out. First of all, am I imagining things, or does that poster behind him say bro wrestling instead of pro wrestling? Second of all, you really want to exhaust all the lines of inquiry with Beckett because you get a free point of scholarship for this, which improves your ability to read books. And also, well, I don't know if that's the only effect it has, but yeah, extra point of scholarship, very useful for that and hacking. The G word makes my thoughts frightened. What is it?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
The old ones, tell me they're not real, please.
The antediluvians? No one I know has ever met one. But each bloodline or clan supposedly traces its origin to an antediluvian. Some say these grandsires still exist into the present. But then, kindred and kind believe a lot of strange things.
And the Dark Father, where is he?
Cain, who I assume you mean, is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
I want to hear more stories about the Thin Kindred.
Thin bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Tell me the other signs so I can peel my eyes.
What prophecy doesn't have vague, apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of thin bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
I want to disagree with you, but I don't know.
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
Your stories are a buffet for my mind. How long did it take to prepare the feast?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason, and if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
Well, let's see. My options are antelopes exist, why not vampires? Somebody had to drink the blood of the living. The reason we exist is because the jellyfish will it so. Or you don't get it? We're a joke.
Can't say I've heard that one before.
Some truths elude me still.
My sentiments exactly. But there's time to rectify that. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. Think I'll do the same.
If you find the box, please put it in the night deposit slot at the tower. Thanks. And as you can see, my scholarship has actually gone up a dot. I also have 11 experience points to spend on stuff.
Cemetery runoff congealing at the door.
And that's the third dot in Auspex. Done. Now let's see.
Where to?
Get this big yellow beetle scuttling towards my destiny in downtown. Because I want to punch the taxi again, obviously. No, because I want to visit Pisha and I need to visit the prince. And going to the prince will unlock Hollywood for me.
Yes.
About the prizes you seek. Are the shrunken man for you, widow?
Yes. This is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
I will take this prize and search for the next. And what she just gave me, the Odious Chalice, number of blood points stored, 0. It can store up to 10. The perverse creation of its Tzimisce fleshcrafter, this abomination is forced to live a tortured eternity in servitude to the damned. As you kill enemies, the chalice will fill with blood. Use the chalice to feed from it and gain its stored vitae. So that's essentially a way to have 25 blood points, assuming you fill that up. It is so worth doing those side quests for Pisha. I mean, aside from the XP you get doing them.
Oh, excuse me, starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show 8 Detective? Oh, that monkey always gets his man.
LaCroix mutters my name perturbedly.
What? Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
We will converse in the moon's later light. Goodbye. Over 6 top TV shows, huh?
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds, certain that their own solution is the sounder one, and that your decision was the byproduct of a whimsical dart toss. I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
No, you wear the pants in this family. The city, she
I've had
adores
my
you.
fill of sycophants. I need adjutants I can trust.
False. What's my part? Oh, what troubles you, my prince?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse. If a war ignites, it's my head that will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
It was stolen, but there were lots of dinosaurs, so I had fun.
Stolen?
Stolen? How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Me too. Who's Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after the Dane, and for getting keys to the museum. They were the only ones who knew. It's obvious to me now. My mistake.
But...
I want him found. I want him... found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe to this city. If it were to fall into the wrong hands...
What's a sarcophagus worth to you? I might be able to find it.
You will find the sarcophagus, because I already entrusted its retrieval to you before. And you failed to bring it back, did you not? The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless, he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He may know how to contact the Nosferatu. Find Gary and get him to talk. That sarcophagus could be used against us. Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences. Escort him out.
Need a ride?
Like father and child, I will ride while you drive to Hollywood.
Ain't seen you here before. And if I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop.
That is my next stop. Do you do parties?
Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
This town loves me already. But before I take a trip down to the end of the street, let's see. I only have 2 XP, so I won't be wearing it right away, but I'm going to go ahead and stop in here.
Everyone's in dreamland, and you've turned into the Deb of Night. Nobody to fall asleep.
By the way, don't you just love that warning sign?
That's what I'm here for.
Warning! The Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking...
like a creamy center and a colorful candy shell, and their commercial should have like Kung Fu or giraffe.
As I was saying, warning, the Surgeon General has determined that cigarette smoking can cause cancer, lung disease, emphysema, diarrhea, jock itch, VD, alien invasion, swamp foot, and may lead to the death of cute little puppies.
Sup? Welcome to Red Spot, home of the Monster Chug. 72 ounces of your favorite beverage.
Are there any scientists out there listening to this?
Blah. You need help or something?
What is this city hiding from me?
Seriously, you want some orange juice or something to help you come down? Because, like, you're wigging.
Has the killer that walks these streets bloodied his hands again?
This isn't going to turn out to be ironic, is it? You're not like a serial killer,
they
are you?
voluntarily eat insects in some countries.
Is the city of stars on fire?
Always. You should come out and see my band, A Bowl of Cereal. We're playing tomorrow night at Crematorium.
Right?
$5, 2 drink men. We're gonna
And
ruin
what exactly
the place.
do you do?
Ebola cereal. You know, I hate to admit it, that's actually a cool name for a band. Are there other situations I must place myself in?
Yeah, the Vesuvius rocks.
Let's see who else.
Don't let me in
What do you do?
Something.
It's like midget smuggling ring.
Okay, and what do you do?
I will enter the volcano later.
So have you?
I could answer the volcano blows once you see what Vesuvius actually is.
Hey, you know, you should really ask me about the special, you know?
Special? What is so special?
I'm glad you asked that, bro. Seeing as how you look
So, if you haven't really written anything, how can you call yourself a writer?
You buy some really
Because I once
expensive
fixed my
burrito
toilet
tops or
doesn't make me a
grape juice.
plumber, right?
You get a free weapon.
Is there
of your
anyone in
choice,
this
bro.
city that doesn't call themselves a
interested?
writer or actor or director?
Here are my eyes. Show them your courtesy. And he has the Colt Anaconda, which is the most powerful revolver in the game. He has the Sledgehammer, which is one of the more powerful melee weapons. And the light leather clothing, which I'm going to buy right now.
What you do for a living?
I'm a personal assistant for a producer at Parasite Studios.
Perfect. Do you read a lot of screenplays?
Don't get me started.
Well, for our writer on the phone, here's your big chance.
They should like combine pizza and nachos together.
Put your hands up! Put your fucking hands up right now!
Man, I could go for some piznachos right now.
I said open it, fucktard.
Oh God, don't hurt me.
God damn, you're pretty.
What are you doing, man?
Just having some fun?
Please, just...
That's right, bitch. Beg for it.
Look, leave her alone.
Shut your fucking hole and open the register.
Well, line 2, what do you think? You're gonna... That's a little cold, line 2.
That's Hollywood, baby. Maybe it's just too good for you. No, dude, it's not.
Break it up, you two. Final thoughts, guys?
Wisconsin. I have some other things I'm working on, too.
That was another thing that was added by the cult patch, or clan patch rather.
And if anyone was thinking of asking what I'm wearing,
Jesus, man, Jesus. You were like,
KTRK.
Jesus.
We're gonna take a
I've
short
never
commercial
seen
break,
anything like that.
That doesn't mean
I was gonna jump in and help
Don't go
out, but
anywhere, boys.
Jesus,
Does your
man.
penis always seem to be getting in the way?
I got the last of the groceries, honey.
What
I just need to close the trunk.
Thank you. I pass on
One
some
more
of
nail
my
and this
skills,
birdhouse will be
huh?
as good as new.
The crucified God I am not, and so will take your offer.
Seriously, bro.
You
I've
don't
got
have to let
mad
this happen
skills
to
at
you.
haggling down
Hi,
a price,
I'm Dr.
yo.
Fred Tuck.
Next
Don't
time
let
you're
your
trying
penis
to
interfere
buy
with the
something,
quality of your
offer
life
the
anymore.
dude selling
I
it
have
50%
performed over
less than
300
what he's
sex changes
asking.
in my career,
When he
and
tells
not one of
you
my
you're
patients
fucking
has ever asked for
crazy,
that tackle box
turn to
back.
walk away.
Come to Tuck
He'll
Sex
call you
Exchange
back,
in there
and
next
then
month,
you can
and
make
I'll
a more
give you
realistic
free
offer.
estimate.
Before
Don't
you
let
know
your
it,
peace
you guys will be
interfere with
haggling,
your
and
peace
you'll
of
walk
mind.
away
Tuck
with
Sex
a
Exchange,
damn good
located off
deal.
Beverly Drive. Look for the sign with
Gratitude.
the surgical
No,
site.
thank
Sluggish
you.
internet access?
Mom,
Jesus.
the internet's all slow
Could have
again.
been the end of me tonight.
And that's another free dot in finance. Thank goodness for that. And an experience point, which I think that actually gives me enough dots in finance that I could actually go back to downtown. And I've got that book in my storage.
I swore I told you to see the Baron.
He didn't like that I took on a side quest without seeing the Baron first. That's all that was. Fine, I'll go see what he wants. Oh, and... there we go. That's his light leather. A radioactive worker suit? Yeah. Or a biohazard worker, anyway.
Good evening, neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me?
Your messenger spun me around and pointed me in your direction.
Very courteous of you to stop by. All kindred that enter my domain are expected to introduce themselves. It may seem like an outdated formality, but it serves its purpose.
Your purpose is a mercenary. Your purpose is a mystery to the lunatic in your office.
It gives me the opportunity to personally welcome visitors to my domain. It also helps to establish an understanding in advance, so that there are no unfortunate accidents while they are in town.
This one is puzzled.
Call me old-fashioned, but this is my barony, and as is tradition, a token of respect must be paid.
This one is listening.
What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this?
I am your postman.
Go to the Ground Zero Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right?
I will disappear and reappear, item in hand. Then my questions are answered.
Excellent. In the meantime, consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
I'm home. As I was saying, is that I think now I have enough finance dots and enough research dots that I might be able to go back downtown.
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay? You know what? Never mind. We have to help you.
One of your friends from your previous life. Help yourself. Get away from here.
Is it drugs? Something like that? Look, let me make a call. We'll get you some help. Nobody's judging you. They'll be happy to know you're alive.
Who is this?
It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that it? Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together and we can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive.
A little bit of dementation at work will help. No, don't you remember me? I'm your pet turtle from when you were a kid.
Shelly? Holy crap, you got big. I'm sorry I flushed you. I thought you were dead.
Nah, I wasn't dead. I was just asleep.
Oh, what's it like to be a turtle?
It's a lot like being a walking house that eats lettuce.
Can I give you a hug, Shelly?
I'd let you, but the other turtles might start talking.
It was nice seeing you again, Shelly. We should get together for the holidays. Call me, okay?
I will. Bye-bye, Samantha. If you don't do something about her, then... And she always interrupts you when you come back from seeing Isaac. But if you don't do something about her, you get a masquerade violation. And while I'm here, I can stop in and investigate this, because I have a key to one of the rooms. I'll be back later, of course, at Vivi's request.
Oh my god! My work is done.
Didn't have to spend long in here for that 2 free XP. So I found Muddy Mike. What's left of him. Found a business card from Brother Salvage in Santa Monica at the latest murder scene. If you've got a high enough humanity and a high enough persuasion, which I do, I can go back there and talk the killer out of continuing in this vein. So I might go back there tonight. But first thing first,
hop in.
I do want to stop in at my apartment downtown, punch the taxi again apparently, and see if I can read that other book to get that 3rd dot in finance. And maybe stop in and see if I've got some more money waiting for me here at the club. Get out of my way, woman.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
250 more bucks. So that puts me, even after buying the quote-unquote armor, that puts me up at 2,657. That armor was more than $500. Mitch and Murray's leads to the California real estate market. This book raises your finance knowledge. Let's find out if it does. And then put away the blurry photo. And put away the other book that I can't read it until I get Security 2, which that'll give me Security 3. Go ahead and put the Brother Salvage card in there. Finance 3, pretty good haggle score now. What I want to do though is I want to build my dexterity up to 3 dots, because that is on the auto advance scheme anyway, before I actually start wearing that quote-unquote light leather clothing. Because the light leather clothing is going to subtract a dotted dex. And if I put on the light leather clothing now and turn on the auto advance, it's going to try to buy dex 2 again. So I might as well just leave it off and save up 3 more XP and buy Dex 3, so that at least it won't be trying to increase my Dex again for a while. It will eventually, though. And since I have Haggle 5 now, let's stop and see.
My man!
My shopping cart is empty. Well, let me put it this way, the 38 ammo is down to $7 instead of $8, and the 12 gauge is down to $17 instead of $20. And the prescription bottle is worth $21 instead of like $15, so it's gone up. Oh crap, I forgot. While I'm here, I also want to check my email again. See if it's unlocked the second stage of that assassination mission, which is in Hollywood. Email. A gambit. A gambit has been played. The king leaves himself open. Hey, we know you botched our job the other night downtown, but we found you and we know your body... No, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I found him. Menu. 5. Business in Hollywood. Wrong one. I have a certain financial interest in a restaurant in Hollywood called the Cavaletti Cafe. I have made an offer on the establishment that is more than generous, but it seems that the owners are remiss to accept. It is my understanding that a renowned food critic named Tommy Flayton will be writing an article about the restaurant very soon. Please intercept him there and make sure the review is unfavorable. Well,
I went fishing today, and I caught a big one. Can you hear him flopping around the bathroom? That's how you can tell he's fresh.
No. Fish travel in schools. Where is it?
Fish? I just thought, you know, it'd be a nice change of pace if you dined in for a change.
The smell will attract flies. You stay, sit, be good. And of course what that means is she went out and bought someone home and locked him in the bathroom for you to feed on.
What the hell is this shit? Let me out, goddammit! I'll kill that crazy bitch! I gotta get out of here.
My little girl is a little like me. Go and we all forget it.
Psycho bitch brought me here, hit me in the head, and locked me up. What the fuck? I mean, who the fuck does that?
But you wanted to pluck her flowers. We will tell the Blue Men.
Oh, so she's gonna play it like that, huh? Alright. Alright, just let me out. I want to get as far away from that crazy bitch as possible.
There. Once again, I'm very sorry.
Let me out of here! What are you doing? Come on, this isn't funny! Hey! Ah, is anybody there? Hello?
Not sure why it felt the need to continue that dialogue. But you have to do something about him. If you drain him, you lose a humanity point. If you don't get rid of him in the right way, then you get a masquerade violation.
I'm being watched. I know it. Something followed me. They could be watching me right now. Make them stop. Make them stop. Get their eyes off me.
I do not sense any eyes here now.
Are the eyes really gone? Will it really be okay?
The eyes are looking for me, not you.
Do I still distract you?
Just keep the eyes away from here. I am gone. Well, I am going to play a little stop over by the parking garage. I have a feeling that either I didn't kill the right guy, but if I didn't, then why did the quest for that assassination disappear? And I can't get into it again anyway, which means it's closed down. Huh. In that case, I wonder if I've hit a bug and the second part of that quest isn't going to appear yet. Or not at all. Bodily functions are denied for me for now. Just drive to Santa Monica. I'm gonna punch the taxi and find out if I've got enough persuasion to handle this. Not sure who that asshole was. Oh, come on. There. Having cleared the first 3 obstacles, I want to make a backup save. Because he does that.
No! Back off, vampire! Stay the fuck back! I did nothing to you!
What dark dreams drove you to this
What
nightmare?
the hell do you care? I don't give a damn if you understand.
Enlighten this shattered mind.
So you can pass judgment on me? So you can decide if those murderers deserve to be gutted? You'll never know how it feels, never!
My ears are waiting for your words.
My family, my children were butchered by small-time criminals just looking to rob a house, steal a car, take whatever. No sense to any of it. No plan, no ransom. Just kill them because why? Because they were there, in the way?
Death is no healer.
Not one of them paid. My whole family dead, my life gone. I'm supposed to let that happen?
The pattern is more clear to
I
me.
tracked them down, hunted them. One by one, caught them all. The one you saw in Hollywood. He was the last of them.
Will you now sheath the dripping knife?
I don't know. Butchering those bastards was the first time I felt anything since my family was torn from me. I'm sure there are others out there whose crimes have gone unpunished.
Your words merely mask your beastly nature.
At least I put it to use. How many vampires have used their abilities for a just cause? At least I did something.
Control your beast, or the Jester's hound will feast on you.
I can't turn my back on the evil in this world.
Would your dead loved ones sing your praises now?
No. Oh, God, no. No. It's got to stop. I can't live like this. You're right. Oh, God, you're right. I'll never do it again. I swear. Forgive me.
Cast no more dark shadows. And that's 2 XP plus 1 humanity for talking him down. But your total persuade score has to be a 7 or higher to do that.
All you walk willingly to the eternal feast of the guilty. The sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lowly suicides.
Where to?
Change my scene back to Hollywood. I still need to find quote-unquote Pat Brilla, but I know where that is. At least I think I do. I know it's somewhere in Hollywood. And there's Pat Brilla. Huh? Oh shit, scared me there. Was half asleep. Damn, didn't your mama ever teach you not to sneak up on the guy while he's sneaking a few winks in? Are you Pat of Brilla? Well, I'm a piece of patio furniture if that tells you anything. Look, you're crazy. You're yelling at random objects like they're human beings. If we weren't in an alley, people would be staring at you. Maybe so, but that doesn't change the fact that you're meant to help me fulfill my destiny and find my way. Yeah, well, you're crazy. I'm not much for riddles and subtlety, so just listen up. I wouldn't believe it myself unless I was a figment of an insane person's imagination. But there's a car tire, roaming around Chinatown killing people. A tire? Homicidal? Roaming the streets and ending others? This may be madder than even I. I know, right? Who comes up with this stuff? Anyways, you can find the old bastard behind this warehouse in Chinatown. The thing turned sentient about a week ago, and it's been rolling around blowing people's heads up. You can stop the thing if you're interested. I mean, if it's not just another something you're imagining. A telekinetic, homicidal, sentient tire exploding heads? Sounds like my kind of guy. Nah. This is surely the demon old and wise having lost its hub. I shall seek the fiend and end its murderous ways. And that clears that off my register. Stop over here at the Vesuvius to get one of Vivi's side quests. Could have been. I don't know. Well, over there is something you can't get in California. I mean, Florida, excuse me, not California. In Florida, a lap dance must be performed from at least 6 feet away. I'm like, how is it a lap dance when she's 6 feet away? Just saying.
Look what just walked in. I can't imagine you'd get much of a rise out of Vesuvius, being what you are. Maybe I'll have more luck with you.
I can almost feel your texture. What is it?
I think we should get to know each other a little better upstairs, where we can be ourselves. Come up to my room. Just 14 little steps. I'll make it worth it. Believe me.
Why don't you drop your words on this floor?
I'm not going to force you to come upstairs with me. I've never had anyone refuse. I just thought we might have something in common, you and I. Well, you know where to find me if you change your mind.
All right, I will play with you, doll.
Isn't this better? You and me alone for just a little while. Away from jihad and the nonsense and the dangers. Just the two of us. I don't want to spoil the moment, but there's a reason I needed to speak to you alone.
A motive? How in... You put the adore in Toreador.
Oh, yes. What gave me away?
I am warmed by your passion.
How absolutely intoxicating for you to notice. I'm beginning to think bringing you up here was an even better idea than I thought. The reason I asked you up here is because I and the rest of the Hollywood kindred have been under surveillance lately by hunters. I didn't want you to say anything that might draw attention.
Me? Draw attention? Under the looming shadow of Wormwood? Never.
This is gonna be interesting. I'm Velvet. Valor. Call me Velvet. It's been months since I've seen anyone new in here. I was starting to take it personally. And who should finally walk in but a real celebrity? I've heard a lot about you. So, wouldn't you like to know about me?
Sure, we have time to kill until it kills back.
I'm like a book. All you have to do is run your finger down my spine and crack me open to see what I'm about.
More of the hunters, then fingers.
Hunters. Yes. They've been staking out Hollywood for several weeks. They've been in Ash's club, mine, a few others. I think they're whittling down their list of suspects. I'm a bit nervous. Until recently, I had one right under my nose.
That's one tiny hunter.
For a few weeks, One of them was working here at Vesuvius, keeping an eye on the clientele. I found a weapon in her locker and I fired her. She's still in Hollywood watching my club. And me.
I can make it so she never watches you. And breathes dirt.
Would you? I think it might be a little much to ask.
What kind of fabulous prizes do I win?
I've got a girl, Misty. She's divine, and a willing blood doll for the right amount of money. I'll set her up for you. My treat.
Yummy. Tell me how to claim this prize.
You'd really be willing to do this for me? I won't lie. It's gonna be dangerous. But if you got rid of her, I'd be grateful. Very, very grateful.
Details?
She works over at the Sin Bin now. Her hair's blonde on top. Broken heart tattoo on the small of her back. Dances under the name Chastity. As if that wasn't a dead giveaway. I want you to understand. I don't want any innocents killed on my account. So if there are other dancers or patrons around, you'll have to lure them away from her. Do it as quietly as you can. No witnesses, please. And be careful using disciplines around the hunter.
I will reappear with their blood on my smile. That's the first of 2 quests you can get from her, actually. After taking care of this hunter at the Sin Bin, you can come back and she tells you about a writer who has been writing a suspicious amount about vampires, as if someone's been feeding him information. Unfortunately, my security is not... Yeah, my lockpick is only 3. It's not high enough to do the Sin Bin the way it should be done yet, and I only have 7 XP. But I can do the first part of this one to get a little bit more XP. From Hitomi, subject Hitomi, hello. Hi, I am Ayako. Let's English practice. Your homestay, how is it? How it is? America must be so coolest. You are in Hollywood? Are you in a movie? President Kenta and I ate okonomiyaki of Yokohama. That extremeness was tasty. What is eaten in America? Does they eat the Japanese food? I must investigate. Bye-bye, Ayako. Are Americans have long legs? Are you date American boy? Is the image sent? It is happy. This weekend I go to the hot spring where my family has been attached. I'm excited very. When we are the child, is Yuki which is the friend to us remembered? She is also inquire about thing in America. Is the pleasant time past? Send many images due to me. Ayako. Anyway, I think one of the names she mentions... I think one of the names mentioned in that email might actually be the name of the demon hunter chick that you meet in Chinatown. Oh, and of course you notice the parodies of actual games from Activision. This time it's not real games, but you've got Biological Warfare and Need to Read Racing. See Jane Drive. And Thrill of Service. Park Ranger, a park service first-person shooter. Not in my park, buddy. And of course, back here on the Xbox, or whatever it is, you've got Revenant, the Ravishing. The Cowboy's Guide to Cyberspace by Case. And I'm not sure... Yeah, I need a research skill of at least 8 to use that. It seems to be saying something about don't copy that floppy, but you can't possibly be reading it right. Oh, this is another thing added by the clan quest. Hold on a second. Let me look that up because I haven't done this one before. And it's unique to the Malkavian. Hopefully there we go. Sam, I can. Tell me the plan and watch as I can. What is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? 42. All your base have been annihilated. Don't think about the game. Good game. Talk to you later. I must have done something wrong anyway. Yeah, I must have done something wrong. Oh well, doesn't matter. Wrong end of the... Shizzle. Dude, my Prussians totally rushed your Franks last night in Eurocraft. Playing tonight? Also, that girl that sits next to me in science talked to me today. She totally wants me to do her. Subject, Ray, your mom. No, dude, your mom.
Rustling robes of the Reaper.
Your mom? Psych, your mom. What are you doing to me, Tupacula? I said cover me, not die like a little bitch. One more foobar and you're out of the clan. I just straight snatched the new Troika game. If you hack through the code, you can unlock Clan Chocula. Troika was the company that wrote this game. And it's unfortunate that they only wrote 3 games, because 2 of them were really good. The third one, not so much. That might help later. There we go. Access denied. Your account balance is 56 cents. To recharge your account, please speak to a Ground Zero employee. Email. Password is Kafka. No sub... Meet me in the alley behind the Fast Buck. Mav has detected a virus in the attachment of this message. The virus has been quarantined and a notice sent to sniffq at mail.vtm. Let's see. But in regards to that quiz that I failed, it doesn't really matter because you're only going to get 1 more XP from it, even if you answer all the questions correctly. And what it is, it's a quiz about memes.
Yeah? What do you want?
The Blood Baron sends forth the pawn to obtain the terrible tape.
Blood Baron? What the hell? Who are you? Didn't Isaac send... damn. You must have the wrong guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Get lost.
Just toss me the terrible tape and you can retreat.
Tape? What tape? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm getting the hell out of here.
You need not fear this demon. Tell me what horrors haunt you.
Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape.
Speak your secrets, little messenger.
I don't know. I mean, when it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. But this thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real and it scares the hell out of me.
I see teeth and terror, a girl lost to the
You
bloodstorm.
have no idea. It's disgusting. That girl, the things that are happening to her. It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. No. Something's wrong. Something's after me. I swear to God, something's after me.
Rid yourself of its curse and hand me this horror.
I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger's swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Oh, shit. Did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here. What the... Oh, Christ!
And just like that, he's gone. Which reminds me, since I'm here on the street and there's no load screen involved, I'll take care of that restaurant review. Besides which, the prince will pay me. Now, the Malkavian has an easy way of dealing with this, so thankfully, demontation.
More flatbread and olive oil. And take back this Chardonnay and open up a Chianti. Let it breathe for 20 minutes and then bring it out with a ziti. Okay?
I am not the one who waits. I wanted...
Wanted to know what? Interrupt me while I'm working? Do you understand that this is an important opening, and I, emphasize I, am going to make or possibly break this restaurant?
Many greetings I babble forth to you, stomacher of multitudinous ethnic dishes.
Hello. Now go get yourself some onion rings or hot wings or whatever it is you eat. The refined palate of a true gourmand is, to put it in a language you can relate to, trying to decide if this place is thumbs up or thumbs down.
Snooty asshole. Don't you just love number 2 there? I have only one finger for you, and it is not my thumb. But he says nothing about that.
Tommy Flayton, the food authority of Los Angeles, food critic for the biggest paper on the West Coast, radio host for Shower Hour. Maybe if I reviewed more pancake cuts, you'd know me.
You are not known to me. Should you be?
Me, Tommy Flayton.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, yes, yes. I have definitely never heard that name before. I like number 3, too. When your big giant head circles into orbit again, perhaps we'll talk. Flayton, that is a coincidence. I seek a man named Flayton.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
And here's where demontation comes in. Are you enjoying your maggots?
What?
Maggots. You're eating maggots.
This place will pay for this. As sure as my name is Tommy Flayton, they'll never serve food in this town again.
How could they do that to you? I bet they didn't get that idea from a movie. And presto, that's taken care of. And then Ginger Swan is a reference to an old Hollywood star in the game verse, I mean. But what you're supposed to do is on that computer that has the database of Hollywood stars, you're supposed to look her name up and find out that she's in the cemetery. But really, if you know that, you can just go back this way. Get the debris out of the way. I'm not sure why it's disappearing instead of moving like it's supposed to, but I'm not going to complain, as long as it's not in my way anymore. Let's see. No, not in that one. It's in one of these. Or maybe they fixed it so it doesn't show up until after you've completed the quest. Or maybe I'm just on the wrong side. Ah, darn it. It looks like they might have actually fixed it. Okay, fine. Let's go look up Ginger Swans in the database. Coincidentally, another fun one for that quest where you've got to convince the food critic to give a bad review. If you're playing Nosferatu, they have an even easier way of solving that. Basically, you just walk up to the guy and go, "Hey, could you tell me if this boil on my back is still oozing?" And that's all it takes for a Nosferatu to convince him to give a bad review. Okay, gotta go back into the Ground Zero Cafe. And go over here to this one. Swan Ginger. Swan, a name synonymous with beauty and glamour to this day, was a great celebrity of the late 40s and early 50s. Her credits included such movies as Gilded Hummingbirds and When No Means Yes. After her passing in 1954, she was interred in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery Mausoleum. Now I think we should be able to go to the mausoleum and actually find her tomb. Oh, there's where it went. Should show up. One of these smaller mausoleum doors should be having that. Yep. Horror tape, a battered video cassette. The labeling is cheap and worn. You can barely make out Devil Spawn Flesh Feast and the logo, which looks somewhat like DMP. It appears this tape has changed hands more than a few times. And that is one experience point. Whoop. Now we got to go talk to Isaac again. Metalhead Industries is another place we'll be going later for Mitnick, which Mitnick is a Nosferatu hacker trying to expand ShrekNet. And there's another place out here that will be going on behalf of Amalia, which is the former glamour model turned Nosferatu. Who wants a woman named Tony Sessions shamed.
Made good time. Hand me the item.
It is already in your
I
hand.
didn't doubt you'd find this. And I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
Help me, please, please.
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you?
I don't get it.
It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence.
This tape hides the sewer rats from
I
us?
assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. And those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy.
This copy must have a twin somewhere.
Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler. I'd ask around.
My former life knew many places. I will revisit them. Okay. That's that quest filled in, and I'm now up to 11 XP, which is more than enough to do that. Which increases my lockpicking to enough where I can use blood buff to come over here to the sin bin and take care of the hunter problem for Vivi. Oh, come on. My lockpicking is still below the lock difficulty of 6. Well, I can take care of that. Oh, I see. Well, shit. Okay, fine. Annoying that the last autosave takes me back here, and I have to go talk to him again. But it is what it is. I forgot to click accept after raising Dex to 3, so it undid my changes.
You made good time. I didn't this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
Help me, please, help me.
It's more disturbing than I was It just so... I assume... Behind the...
There. And now let me do a little bit of autosave purging. There.
I'll scream.
And this time, before I go in there, let's accept that. And now, even if I wear the light leather armor, my dexterity stays at 2, and it doesn't. And I'm not sure if it affects my hacking or not. It might. Yeah, I think it does. Wait, back here. Back behind the sin bin. I could try to eat those rats, but unfortunately there's those 3 homeless people right there, so really can't. Steal the fancy watch. Oh, before I do that, got to make sure I get the money out of the ATM machine. Not only is it an extra $150, but you'll see why I have to do that in a moment. We locked down the peep show, but only 2 of the windows actually respond to the command. The window on number 1 doesn't close. And the guy who's in there keeps going back to the ATM machine to get more money so he can get more time. Now, if you really want to sit there for him to withdraw $150 slowly, you can. But, see, there he is. And he realizes it's out of cash and he leaves. then that's Chastity over there. But she would be watching. So...
Yeah, what are you looking for, honey?
Bloom in another room, little flower, until I fly to you.
Oh. Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
She leaves. You close the door.
Hey, stop right
Load my saved game because she's going to kill me. Because I missed. If that other shotgun shell had actually hit her, I would have finished her off. But no, now I'm down to 1 hit point, and I have to reload or change weapons. She's going to hit me again before I can do either one. Well, the dex things is for locks. The computers is a wits plus computer skill. Lockpicking and stealth, however, are dex. Matter of fact, it highlights them when you click over when you mouse over dexterity. It affects lockpicking and sneaking. You can see them come up in yellow on the side here. Stamina just affects your bashing soak. Strength is unarmed combat and melee combat. Charisma is only persuasion. Manipulation is only haggle. Haggle is actually manipulation plus finance. You can mouse over this. Haggle measures your character's ability to estimate the value of goods. This is the manipulation attribute plus the finance ability. What? There.
Whatever.
Yep. Them's the plans. Although I am going to enter the building first. In fact, now that I've hacked my way through the lock that I wanted to hack through, I'm going to go ahead and put on that for the extra soak. See, the window only closed because he ran out of time on however much he had put in there. So the computer doesn't close that window, but he ran out of time. They actually changed the timing on that in the patch. They changed the timing so that it would happen immediately after the lockdown, because sometimes you'd have to wait 2 or 3 minutes before he finally went to the ATM machine to try to get more money out. So they decided to speed up the wait by triggering it immediately.
Yeah, what are you looking? Oh. Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Hey.
Yep. Glad I saved right there. What the fuck are you doing back in here, woman?
Hey.
Go bloom in another room.
Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Now that's a glitch for you. Ah! 7 points of crappy damage, 7 points of crappy damage, 7 points of crappy damage. Oh, damn it. She came back in the room anyway. Fine. Go bloom in another damn room.
Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Thank you. And now, because I want to, let's put on something resembling normal clothing again. And come up here and talk to this guy.
Hey, you slick.
Ah, the Prince of Porn.
Prince of Porn. Yeah, Flynn, the Prince of Porn. The Senator of Smut, the Duke of Depravity. I like you, kid. You're a little weird, but hey, this is Hollywood. The name's Flynn. I'm the proprietor of this here establishment. Anything you want, you can get at the sin bin. Depraved ain't a 4-letter word here. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, depraved ain't a 4-letter word anywhere, but what of the sinful bin?
The sin bin? Man, we've got filth of every flavor. Just tell me what makes your bits tingle, Jack. I'll set you right up.
Describe to me your wicked
and
wares.
We got everything you'll ever need. Softcore, hardcore, gay, straight, farm, or furry. We got shockers, shivers, self-lubricators, and strap-ons. Chains, crops, and canes are in the back next to the triple ripples. Like I said, we got it all.
And of course he has an actual tactical police baton, plus pill bottle and prescription bottle. Actually, now that I think about it.
Deep of the Atlantic, dark, dreaming, sleeping.
Any rate, let's sell him back his own watch. Here, fancy watch, $86. Hey, this looks like mine.
What can I do for you?
Oh, come on. Fine. Well, before I go down to talk to Isaac again about DMP... Besides, I can get her second quest while I'm here.
Look who's back.
Dolly.
That's Miss Valor to you.
About the hunting one.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter hunted.
I know. I heard you from here. So you like loud noises, do you? I asked you to be quiet. All you've done is attract attention to yourself. And now you're in my club. You think there's any chance someone might make the connection? I don't know if you've helped.
I think I was supposed to use melee weapons.
Fine. Apology accepted. Only because no one else got hurt.
Tell me something.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the monsters eat the video girl? Tell me something else. Hollywood, what does this woman want me to do?
Mingle, sightsee, chat, and me, of course. Mm-hmm.
What is your fable doll? If you ask her about her true name, she gets mad. So...
I'm a dancer.
That's strange. Mine never fall off when I do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet you she's not giving me the next quest because fine.
Hey.
Go away.
Okay. I'll just go back into the pleasure palace.
Let's try it this way. Let's see if that helped.
Hey, yes. The name's... The Sin? Man... Yeah?
Oh, there we go. Do you know of Death Mask?
Yeah.
I saw something in a Macabre magazine.
You read something about them in a magazine? Shit, Slick. I look like my mom just popped a squat yesterday. You didn't read anything about them in a fucking magazine.
Its name is so secret I cannot say it aloud.
Right. Listen, I'll tell you a little bit, but if anyone comes asking, you never heard it from me. They produce only the most hardcore video. I'm not even talking black market here, more like black hole market. Not the kind of product you want to get mixed up in.
Where can I find the Death Mask?
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Huh? What? Who are they? Seriously, get the hell out of here.
I am a collector of the depraved, deplorable, and debauched. Speak with me.
Okay. Look, all I know is that a guy calls on the payphone down the street every once in a while. He'll say something like, the moon is a terrible mistress, or some creepy shit like that.
What then?
And then all you have to say is, who walks the night with demons of dread. Supposedly you'll be told where to meet the guy to pick up product. I don't know for sure. I never tried it. It scared the shit out of me.
I leave to remove Death's
Hey,
mask.
wait. Look, you might as well know this. Word on the street is that they didn't even make the video. They're just distributing it. No one even knows where it comes from. I'm telling you, man. Whatever you're in, get out of it now.
Your short smells soiled. Farewell. Now let's go back to Vesuvius and switch into something that resembles clothing, and see if she makes a comment about the noise.
Look who.
Dolly.
That's Miss.
About the hunting one. Hunter hunted. There we go.
If we'd never taken the paths we did in life, could we have grown fond of each other? A shame you had to take her life. But you've saved mine, and I won't forget that.
She made our choice. It was her decision.
Yes. But through this ordeal, I've gained an enticing new ally. And I'm beginning to think it was fate.
Who can say? Tell me something else.
Bingo. I'm a...
Okay. Good, she didn't say anything about it, so... I guess, yes, I was supposed to use melee weapons. Or unarmed combat. I'll have to remember that in the future.
Poor David Hatter.
There we go. Poor David Hatter, she says. Pour him into what?
David Hatter's an aspiring screenwriter and hotel manager. He comes in more often than he would admit. Several years now. Poor dear just can't get a break. I overheard him talking about his new screenplay with one of my girls. It was about secret societies and creatures that found themselves dealing with inner beasts and persecution by elder monsters. Sound reminiscent of something to you?
A story I learned only recently.
Yes. The details of his story were too insightful to be coincidental. I think someone's working with David, a kindred who doesn't realize the consequences of their actions. Do you know what the penalty for revealing ourselves to Kine is?
Option 1, scoop out his eyes, replace with cherry bombs. Option 3, a guilt trip. Option 4, a comfy chair. Death.
Death. I'm afraid poor David's big break. The screenplay he's worked so hard on must be destroyed, and his less-than-silent partner must be executed. I know David too well. I'm very fond of David, and I'm too close to do what needs to be done.
Hatter's play must remain unfinished and in a lot of pieces.
I don't think Hatter knows his collaborator is kindred. You'll have to take David's screenplay, and somehow you'll have to coax the name of his source out of him. Once you found out who, kill the traitor. But do not touch David.
There will be no problem when I am through.
David works at the Lucky Star Motel. He's very passionate about his writing. He loves to talk about his craft. I'm sure he'll talk about his screenplay. It may take some persuasion to get him to give up his collaborator's name, however.
My ways are many and hilarious.
After this is over, I promise you'll have my complete attention.
First the Hatter, then the chatter, then I matter to the doll. Oh, quite probably. Fortunately, again, this is a fairly easy one to do. We just got to come back down here to the Lucky Star.
Sorry, no vacancies.
I'm looking for a Hatter. Is this your tea party?
I'm David Hatter, the manager here. Did you call earlier? 'Cause I had to give your room away. Apologies. My bad.
Manager. A pity I was looking for a writer by your name.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec. Okay. Writer's such a tarnished term, you know what I mean? It's like every other guy says he's a writer, right? Like, you write a letter, you're a writer, you know? It's like, what I do, that's screenwriting. Like, I encapsulate the essence of excellent film in my scripts, all right? Like, I'm like a blacksmith with pens, all right? I'm a welder of montage.
I hear vampires are leaping out of your pen at the moment.
Me? I'm like looking to redefine the vampire movie, okay? Like, tons of people make vampire flicks, like popular characters, but me, I'm gonna be doing the real deal. Like, not only is it gonna be scary, but it's gonna be believable.
I would like to rent your movie's blueprint. Do you have one for me?
A good writer always does in this town. Hey, you in the business? Because, man, I got tons of ideas for movies. In fact, I should give you one of my completed screenplays. This one's still a work in progress.
Persuasion. I can put your script in the hands of the dream makers. I know many. Either that or I can demontate them. I am a mighty thesaurus. Give me your script or I'll bite your head off. Rawr.
You do?
Yeah, let's
Man,
not spend the
that's
blood. I don't
fantastic.
have much blood left
I
right
can give you
now.
my screenplay if you promise to keep it safe.
Did others lend their voice to this story?
I really can't talk about it. He likes his privacy.
Everyone in this city pans for fame. Is he any different?
Okay. He's a guy, calls himself Julius. He lives under the pier. In fact, I'm supposed to meet him tonight. We talk about vampire film ideas all the time. He's a weird guy, but really creative. You know, I love how his mind works.
I'm late for an important date, Hatter. And that's 3 more XP, which puts me up at 13 again. And I think I'm going to do it just because I have that book. I'm going to go ahead and put security up to 2. And I'm going to put firearms up to 3. You'll find out why later. And then, well, I can't read that book, but I've got that book back at back downtown. Yes, you may take me for a ride to Santa Monica. And hey, Julius is the only one left on the beach.
What do you want?
Do you know the Mad Hatter?
No.
Has your tongue been whispering to the warm bloods?
Please, I don't know. I didn't mean to. I don't understand what I am. I didn't know.
Heavy is the price of loose lips.
I'm so sorry. Please, I'll never do it again.
The light of your words ends in final sleep.
No. Oh, God.
The rules are written in obsidian.
Please, find your heart. Please, find your heart.
My unlife is contingent upon your freedom.
You could let me go? I promise. I would leave Los Angeles. I swear.
What pretty little presents will you give me for your unlife?
I don't have much. Just some money. $100 or so.
I accept your measly givings. Now leave before I take the rest from your hide.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Never again should my eyes behold your stuttering stupidity. Farewell. I probably could have left him the money. But here's the thing. You lose humanity for making him give the money. You gain humanity for letting him leave. So... And you get a masquerade redemption. So it's really not a penalty to take his money from him. And hey, $100 is $100. If your humanity is too low and you're using the mod that I'm using, then you have no choice. You have to kill him. It doesn't even give you the option of letting him leave.
Hop in.
Stop downtown. I don't think she has any money, but I don't think she has any more money for me, but I'm gonna stop at the club and find out anyway. I think it's contingent on completing objectives on the main quest, though. It's still more than the $1,000 that you get for taking his side and killing her.
Money, right? Come back in a few nights.
That's what I thought.
I don't see enough sitting out there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sobchak's Guide to Personal and Home Security. You've got to have a security of at least 2. That's the reason why I spent the 3 experience points on that. So I could go on ahead and use this. And I'll go on ahead and put the other book. I might be able to use... I think that one, The Cowboy's Guide to Cyberspace, I think it can only be used if you have computers of 4. And I will eventually have computer 4. But I'm going to go ahead and read that. Which gives me security of 3. And now, if I want to, I can leave the armor on and still have lockpicking of 5. So... stop by here and sell him that watch.
My man.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going back to Hollywood to talk to Vivi again. Actually, I take back something I said. I said you lose a point of humanity for taking his money, but then I remembered that the clan mod fixes humanity so that it works more like it does in the actual tabletop game. So I think if your humanity is lower, see, mine is at a 10. If my humanity was a little bit lower, like a 7 or an 8, I wouldn't have lost a point of humanity. I would have just gained one.
Look who's back. My friends call me Vivi. Velvet will do.
The Hatter?
Mm-hmm.
The Hatter's words for you.
Oh, I suppose I should just tear it up. But I can't. I can't rip up the product of that man's soul. Here, would you tear it up for me?
Better shred than red. Gimme.
Thanks.
I know the name of the Hatter's chatter.
Are they? I mean, did you?
No more words shall escape its lips.
It must have been difficult. But take some comfort in knowing if you hadn't, someone else would have had to. I do appreciate your help. A lot.
What quantities of appreciation?
Yeah. It's not a lot. But it should be enough to buy yourself something a bit more appropriate for a personal acquaintance of Velvet Velour.
Smells like G-string. Option 1, smells like G-string. Tell me something else. Option 2, I like the way it crumples in my palm. I will go explore this sensation. Option 3, the doll won't show its skills. If I wanted a lap dance, but I don't think YouTube would like that very much. Anyway, $400 for doing that. And a Masquerade Redemption. And because I've got $400 more, you know, while I was downtown, I probably should have checked in with Mercurio. Let's go do that. I would not mind having that Spaz 15. Wait, not downtown. Back in Santa Monica.
Need a ride?
Yes, back down to Santa Monica.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, really.
Picked up a Spaz 15 this morning.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oiled and just waiting to put a hole through something. You interested?
Let me see this crazy Spaz. Frenchy Spaz 15. The Spaz 15 semi-automatic shotgun looks and fires more like an assault rifle than a traditional shotgun. It delivers bursts of deadly shot at a devastating pace. The Spaz 15 has both semi-automatic and pump-action functionality. Let's buy it. And buy a lot of ammo for it. There we go. Oh, let's ask him about...
Anything
I need some nasty little toys. No, not that one.
Anything concerning?
Boomsticks.
Specific?
A sniper
Not
rifle.
easy, even in this country. Military-grade sniper rifle with 50 caliber ammo.
Okay.
Specific?
A flamethrower.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of requests for those. I blame the movies. Everybody thinks they're a riot till they set their friends on fire. They're not very easy to get hold of. I got a Vegas connection for those. Last time I was out there, I had to shoot my way to the state line.
But yes, you can get a flamethrower. Now, what you can't get is that tac
Only a
nuke.
lunatic would want that kind of ordnance. That's why they got them in Washington.
No, no, no. The codes are in Washington. The tac nukes are somewhere else. Anyway, I have the Spaz 15, which I wanted. Let's go downtown and stash a few of the weaker weapons in my storage box. Then we'll go back to Hollywood, and there's one more side quest that I want to show you. It's a really, really hard side quest unless you cheat or unless you're just that good. But it's for a guy that it's for a guy that Isaac has guarding the graveyard, the cemetery, because apparently they've had zombies trying to get out and walk the streets of Hollywood. And I'm like, what? You mean they don't already? Okay. Let's put the Ithaca in the box. I'm going to get the bigger handgun, so I'm going to go ahead and put the police positive special in there too. And then in the melee, put the severed arm in. Let's see, 18, 20, yeah. Put the knife in, keep the fire axe, put the tire iron in. Okay. And the main reason for doing that is just because it limits you on the total number of weapons you can carry.
Master?
Don't bleed for me, actually. Oh, I forgot it resets her.
Cemetery were shocked to discover the grave of the former sex symbol had been vandalized. The star was entombed in the Hollywood Eternal Mausoleum after her death in 1964.
You notice it mentions Ginger Swan's grave was vandalized? That was you.
$1,000. Firefighters are trying to contain a flash fire in the Hollywood Hills this morning. Smoke and debris from a house fire alerted residents late this evening. The fire had already spread rapidly by the time firefighters arrived due to brush and wind conditions. Fire officials expect the blaze to be extinguished within the next few hours, but are advising local homeowners in the area to evacuate. A tourist bus destined for the ancient city of Angkor Wat that failed to return Wednesday night was found this morning, though without any trace of its operator or passengers. Cambodian officials have dispatched several military units into the area to search through the surrounding jungle, amidst concerns that it is related to one of a number of Southeastern Asian terrorist organizations based in the region. 3 American citizens are among the missing. Concerned parent groups joined several senators on the step of Capitol Hill to protest the latest wave of violent video games. Senator Limperman called the games pornography and was offended by crude shots taken at him by one recent game. Among the titles the group is trying to get banned from stores are Mangle Garden, Rape and Pillage, and Abe Lincoln Teaches Killing. Protesters say that extended media attention towards exploitive games such as Meth Tycoon promotes parental awareness of their adult content and lessens children's interest in the taboo-themed games. Religious tourists have been flocking in droves to the Santa Maria Church in Santiago, Spain, after several pilgrims claim to have seen statues of the Madonna begin crying blood. The site dates back to the period of the Romans and has several reported Weeping Virgin sightings throughout its history. One pilgrim reported that they witnessed blood coming from no less than 6 statues at around sunset, and that the courtyard felt full of sadness. Skeptics have been quick to point out that this phenomena has been debunked, and witnesses are no more credible than those that report UFOs. The Encaran sarcophagus, delivered to the Los Angeles Museum of Natural History this morning, was stolen just hours before experts could examine its contents. Authorities are baffled by its theft, as the museum employs several sophisticated security measures that have foiled previous robbery attempts.
Should have been me.
Police speculate professional art and antiquity thieves are behind the sarcophagus's disappearance. More on this story as it breaks. The Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton, a former convict that was recently released for good behavior, was found butchered, similarly to the other victims of the serial killer. Police believe there may be a connection between Milton's prison past and the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight. Simon Milligan, host of local cable show Haunted LA, and his crew are reported missing tonight. The team of the popular supernatural-themed program were filming around downtown Los Angeles, according to the show's producer, but friends and family of the crew started to worry when they failed to return from a night of shooting. No trace has been found yet of the Haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural end, though police disagree and have started a sweep of the areas where the crew was filming. Another victim of the Southland slasher was found inside the Lucky Star Motel in Hollywood this evening, the 5th attributed to the killer. Police say that there is ample evidence that the slasher was interrupted during the murder, and police are asking anyone who might have witnessed the events to aid them in their capture of the killer. Another murder in Hollywood tonight at an adult bookstore. A peep show dancer was killed in the basement of the store, and investigators are still trying to put the pieces together since no one present saw or heard anything. It is unknown at this time what the motives were, but the police are ruling out the Southland slasher as a suspect.
That was me.
Tourists attempting to pay their respects at actress...
I like that the news actually does change according to how far along in the story you are. And if you're playing Malkavian, the newscaster eventually does speak directly to you. Or directly to your Malkavian imagination, either way.
Going somewhere?
Somewhere, elsewhere, anywhere, just go. Back to Hollywood. And because we're 5 minutes away from the 4-hour mark, this is where I'm going to leave it for now. When we pick up next time, well, Monday is going to be more Fear 2, but when we pick this up on Tuesday, I'm going to show you that one other quest down in the cemetery, and we're going to go after Death Mask Productions, which, well, let's just say the Sabbat are involved with that too. So, if you're new to this and you'd like to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe click that notification bell. It helps the algorithm out. And have a great rest of your day.